Hi, welcome to my channel Authenticating. In today's video, we will discuss the credentials for the GitHub, right? So this video is created because one of my subscriber, Bloodstream, I guess, uh, I'm assuming he is facing some issue pushing his code from the local system to the GitHub. So we'll discuss how we can, there are multiple methods to, put our credentials and authenticate our GitHub so that we can push our code from local server to the GitHub. So let's understand how we can do that. So when we are pushing our code in the command prompt, we have to execute some of the command, right? So first of all, we have to install the Git. So you should first of all install. uh, if somebody is still facing on installing the Git, please comment. I will also come back with some video on installing GitHub Git on your machine. So I have already created one setting up GitHub on your local machine. You can go and watch. But this video is basically on the credentials, right? So once your GitHub is installed, then you have to create your project into the GitHub, you know, and then you can directly create your folders, your files in your system, and then to pushing your code into the GitHub. First of all, you need to initiate your GitHub in your folder, then git add command that will add all your file and folder into your Git. It is still on your local system. Then you have to commit whatever you have made changes on your system. It will commit, and then git branch main. You have to select in which branch you want to push your code, right? And then you have to create a remote. That remote is basically a bridge between your local system to your Git, right? So how you can say setup like Git remote add origin. There you can give another any other name also and your GitHub URL, right? And then you have to type git push u origin main. This is the git push u origin is your the remote, and then main is your branch. So this will push your code into GitHub. So once you type this one, enter, and it will go to the GitHub, and then GitHub asks you for credentials, right? So there are multiple methods, right? So one method is browse device based login, where you have to either you know, if you choose the browser based login, that means sign in with code. The sign in with code is basically when you choose sign in with code, it will display you some code on your browser. Then you have to log in to your browser, and once you log in, you have to pick, copy this code from your this browser, and then put into the another browser where you have already logged in, right? So once it is done, it will automatically logged in, and then it will push your code from here to GitHub as soon as you complete your authentication through this one, right? So if you are not choosing the code, then another method is sign in with browser. Means you have to just click on sign in browser. You have to give your user ID and password, and then if it is authenticate, means you have given correct user ID password, it will automatically sign in, and it will start pushing your code from your local server to the GitHub, right? This is the one of the way. Another way is the token based login. Token based means you have to create token on GitHub. In that token, you have to give some permission, right? I'll show you. You want to create token for multiple repositories, selected repository. So based on your requirement, you can create a token from the GitHub, and then uh, you know, once you create it, and then you have to choose token based login, and it will ask you for the personal token, personal access token. Once you give the token, if it is correct, if it is authenticate, then automatically it will push your code to the GitHub, right? So now this is time for the demo. Let's move to the demo now. So I have already logged into the GitHub, right? So once you are in the GitHub, the home page, right? So maybe in home page you can directly go and create a new uh, repository, right? Or if you already have a repository, you can create it over here or here. You can select the public, create a new repository. Okay, sorry, I didn't give a name. So let's say um, GitHub demo. Okay, now I'm selecting a public and create a new repository here. So in this repository you can see these commands you need to run, right? So before that, for login, right, I have told you three different methods, right? Code ways. So let us discuss the token ways. For the token ways, what you need to do is you need to go to here in your profile section, right? And then you have to select on setting. In the setting you have to go down, click on developer setting, and then need to create the personal access token. You can click on token classic or fine grain, right? Whatever you want. So you have to click on generate new token, like generate new token data. This is right now. Give a name, GitHub demo. Okay, this is the GitHub demo. 30 days. You can give some description why you are using it. I want to give this to only one repository. Which repository? I have created just now, GitHub demo, right? So I will give access to GitHub demo. Now some permission, right? Repository permission. Okay, I want the action, read and write, administration. Okay, read and write, and commit, yes, read and write, and content. And as per your requirement, you can give whatever you want, right? This 4 I am giving access to this, and generate token. So you have to copy this one token. It will give you a token and save somewhere where, okay, I just saved here. Now go to your repository. You had this one, GitHub demo, right? And copy this one. This is required, right? And here, now let's move to the command prompt, right? Here I have nothing, I guess. dir, there's nothing in this folder. Let's create one file. Let's say I'm creating new text read. Say this is sample code. Saving it, and now go to the command prompt, dir. See, a readme text file is there. Now from here, right here, what we need to do is uh, here what we need to do is we need to just copy like git init, and we say git init, right? So it will initialize the git repository from here. Then git add space dot, it will add all your files into the git, right? Next one is git commit m first, right? So you need to commit it, git commit hyphen m, and adding my first admin readme.txt file. Okay. So I just committed my file into the git. It is still in local. Now it says git branch m main. So git branch hyphen m main. This will select your main branch, and now you can copy this one. It's too long. So it's git remove add origin, right? Will create a bridge between your local file to your GitHub, right? So once you click, it will create a remote, right? Name is origin, and then we have to push git push origin main, right? Git push, we're pushing our files hyphen u, origin is our remote, and main, we push our go to main. When you click enter, it will ask you for login, right? So let's see. Now you can see it is asking us for uh, you know login, right? I have already logged in, that's why it is showing something. You can see add new account, right? In add new account, it will ask you browser device, sign in with your browser. When you click on browser, then it will open a browser. You can provide user ID and password, and it will allow you to log in, right? And token. So let's first use this one token. We have already created the token, right? So we need to just give token over here. Let's say we have the token, this one, right? Copy this and put token over here and sign in. See, it's already logged in, and push our code to the browser. Let's go to browser, refresh it. See, your readme file is there, right? Now let's do the other things, right? So we'll try to use the device code. Let's move. Now we are again in the command prompt. Create one move file. Let's say sample code. I'm just nothing. Let's go to the on this one command prompt. Say git add. So now we have added all our file. Now commit our commit this file, right? So git commit hyphen m, adding sample code dot txt file, right? Now you have to just push your code just like it push originally mean, right? So once you do this, it will again ask you for the login, right? Credentials. So once you do login, it will show you here. You can directly choose one of the option here. Otherwise, you can again add new account and see sign in with code, right? This is very simple, right? If you click on this, it will open your browser. You can just give user ID and password to log in you. Otherwise, just sign in with code. And this is, 5e. This is the code, right? You need to copy this code. Click on this one. If it is already logged in, right, you just paste this code over here. Connect, continue, and it will ask you to authorize the Git ecosystem. Say yes. Congratulations, all set. Means you have already logged in, right? Otherwise, it will ask you some password or something. So once it is done, you are all set. You go to this one and see it is already committed, right? Let's go to the browser and see, refresh it. Your sample.code text file is here, right? So let's go to the slide. So we have discussed three different methods using the prompt, right? So sometimes the developer do not want to, again and again, authenticate through prompt, right? Using password tokens. They want, in the backend process, it should be authenticate through token, right? So there is another way where we can save our token, and once you push your code, it will authenticate the GitHub using your token in the backend process, right? That another credential manager method is available. So I don't want to make this video too long, so I just skip that process. So if you really want to see, uh, you know mm, to configure your token, your authentication method in the background process, please let me know by commenting on the section. So I'll definitely come back with the solution. So I think this is now clear. The bloodstream, I guess, this is the doubt you have. You were facing some issue pushing your code, right? If still you persist some issues, definitely comment me. I will definitely help you to get out of this kind of issues, right? So this will end to our video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video.